Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aisyah Nabilah binti Zulkifli and my matric number is 055203. Encryption is a way of scrambling data so that only authorized parties can understand the information. In technical terms, it is the process of converting human-readable plain text to incomprehensible text, also known as ciphertext. In simple terms, encryption takes readable data and alters it so that it appears random. Encryption requires the use of a cryptographic key, a set of mathematical values that both the sender and the recipient of an encrypted message agree on. Though encrypted data appears random, encryption proceeds in a logical, predictable way, allowing a party that receives the encrypted data and possesses the right key to decrypt the data, turning it back into plain text. Truly secure encryption will use keys complex enough that a third party is highly unlikely to decrypt or break the ciphertext by brute force. In other words, by guessing the key. Data can be encrypted at rest when it is stored or in transit while it is being transmitted somewhere else. The two main kinds of encryption are symmetric encryption and asymmetric encryption. Asymmetric encryption is also known as public key encryption. In symmetric encryption, there is only one key, and all communicating parties use the same secret key for both encryption and decryption. In asymmetric or public key encryption, there are two keys. One key is used for encryption and a different key is used for decryption. The decryption key is kept private, while the encryption key is shared publicly for anyone to use. Asymmetric encryption is a foundational technology for TLS, often called as SSL.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Alifah binti Mustafa. My matrix number is 055539. As mentioned before, encryption is the process of protecting the data using unique codes that scramble the data, make it impossible for intruders to read. From the definition and elaboration made by my friend previously, make it obvious that the encryption is very important generally in cybersecurity. I will proceed to the importance of encryptions. First is protecting the vulnerability of the data. As you all may know, attackers can easily attack communication channels and capture the data in the transit. Example is, let's say Abu want to send message to Aminah. Hackers can interrupt the two-way communication and change the overall message content before sending it back to Aminah. In this situation, data encryption key can ensure that the confidential of the data cannot get stolen and be changed in transits. Besides, the installation and the use of certain uncertified online resources and applications may cause intrusion and security breaches. When this is happening, your sensitive data may get exposed to harmful online agents. The data encryption prevents this from happening by making sure that your private data is scrambled and difficult to be read by unauthorized users. Second is preventing security threats that are evolving from occurring. Without us knowing, even now, the attackers are constantly learning a new way to get past the titles of the cybersecurity defenses. So corporations need to make sure that the attackers could not read their data. They must ensure that they use encryption to keep their business credentials safe. The data encryptions make it impossible for attackers to access to their sensitive data, at least for now. There is also people who make hacking as a business. A competition and business rivalry mean that companies are always looking to access their competitors' private data to learn their next business move. This has led to the growth of the hacking business where tech-savvy individuals hack companies' online resources for pay. The data encryption in this version will ensure that anyone who is not supposed to access to your data is not able to read, understand, or use the data, even when they succeed in getting past your security systems. In conclusion, encryption is the crucial part in keeping our sensitive data safe from the intruders.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nofara Adila binti Hashim and my metric number is 055801. Nowadays, a mobile phone is not used only for calling and sending messages, but also is used for many new and smart features. In general, people could experience a lot of unexpected situations like accident, hijacking, and criminal raid on a daily basis. If the people have their mobile phone always with them, so they can feel more protected. Thus, they can act in emergency situation quickly and save their life. This is Android-based SOS platform named Sos Alert Application for sending emergency message to the user emergency contact. We developed a secure mobile-based alert application. These applications are focusing on the Save Our Ship SOS alert sent by the user in case of an emergency or a panic situation. Moreover, user can add or remove their emergency contact in this application. The user can send message to their emergency contact by clicking on the SOS button. The message that received by the emergency contact will contain a location of the user. Furthermore, these applications are user-friendly and easy to use by different of ages. This application suitable for Android users only and can be one of the platforms that solve a lot of safety, security, and emergency problems for people who can be in a dangerous situation.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Natasha Marina binti Ismail and my metric number is 055660. For my part, I would like to show where the equation was once logged in. First of all, we'll register first for users who do not have an account. After that, we will log in as usual. And we are on their main page. Now we want to show the database section. We use Firebase to store user data such as chat messages, user details, and other metadata. This is my previously registered email, and this UID will be unique among all accounts in your Firebase project. If you import an account with a UID that already exists, then the account will be overwritten. Let's say the user forgot the password. We go to forgot password and enter the email. Press reset. After that, we will be able to link in our email to reset the password. And enter a new password. We try to log in with a new password. and we managed to log in. So why the encryption? Because of the process through which data is encoded so that it remains hidden from or inaccessible to unauthorized users. This helps protect personal information, sensitive data, and can increase the security of communication between apps and client server. Basically, when your data is encrypted, even if an unauthorized person or entity has access to it, there will not be. And thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Hanis Rayana binti Muhammad Rashid. My matric number is 056251 from KRK. So, for my part, I will explain the encryption process in the application. The process of encryption begins in a register interface where user will enter their username and password when registering. Since Firebase use their own encryption algorithm, so both input that known as plain text will undergo hashing process to transform the plain text into hash value. Hashing is an irreversible process and is a unidirectional process to avoid reverse engineering by the ethical. Hash value from the process is the result that will be stored in the Firebase. Based on reading to hash account password, Firebase authentication employs an internally customized version of script algorithm. Even a password is uploaded using different algorithm, Firebase authentication will rehash the password for the first time the account successfully signed in. Account download via Firebase authentication will on ever have a password hash if one is available for this version of script, else they will have an empty password hash. For each Firebase project, Firebase create unique password hash parameters. Script encryption is a slow key by design key derivation function designed to create a strong cryptographic key. Script hash create a fingerprint of its input data with a common use case to create a strong private key from a password, where the new private key is longer and more secure. That's all from me. I will pass this presentation to next person.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Asma Izzatina Arifah binti Makzalis. My matric number is 055328. Next, I will talk about the application feature. This application features including the contact and the chat. The contact button allow users to manage their emergency contact by adding and removing the contact list. When user click the add button, it will show the contact list in the user's devices. User can choose the contact in their devices and add their number to emergency contact list. The emergency contact list can be updated by deleting the contact. This application restricts the number of emergency contact to 5 contacts only. Next, for chat button, these features allow user to get their location based on latitude and longitude by using GPS. User's current location's address will appear after clicking the SOS button, and the SMS will be sent. The SMS was sent to all users' emergency contact list, where the message include the user's coordinate. Next, we will show how the application works.